Child survival and development is a major challenge to the nation of Kenya. A staggering 1 in 12 children dies before their 5th birthday, and nearly a third of this number will die within their first month. Majority of these children die from preventable and treatable causes such as pneumonia, malaria, and diarrhea. The regions hardest hit are located in the arid and semi-arid areas of Kenya. Faith communities in Kenya have been at the forefront of mobilizing their spiritual, moral, and social resources to help communities adapt practices that improve health outcomes for children and mothers. Through the Interreligious Council of Kenya, many partners have supported faith communities with resources and skills to help improve the lives of mothers and their children.
The key mandate of IRCK is to convene and bring religious leaders together to look at issues that affect Kenyans and see how they can address those issues through advocacy and joint programming.
One such partnership is between Religions for Peace that targeted communities in Samburu and Turkana. The communities living in both counties share common nomadic and pastoralist lifestyles, living in regions of hostile terrain with poorly developed infrastructure. Poverty and illiteracy are also quite high. All these factors work against the children, exposing them to health, growth, and development risks and vulnerabilities.
Children did not choose where they were born, and all children where they are born, they have no religion, they are born as human. And it is the mandate and the moral obligation of all religion institutions to guide and safeguard the children so as they can grow up as responsible human beings, responsible citizens of our beloved country, and coexist most peacefully with all.
Access to clean and safe water is a major challenge to pastoralists who have to walk many miles daily to search for this precious commodity. Lack of clean, safe water is a major contributing factor to poor hygiene, which may result in communicable diseases like cholera, typhoid, and others, leading to preventable infant deaths.
The spirit lives in the body, so we have to take care of this body as well. This child, we have to take holistically, not only the spiritual part, because spiritual part maybe we shall be waiting until they die. So before they die, they have to live here and they have to experience that quality of life so that later we may get people who are trained, people who are free to express themselves.
Simple practices like hand washing are being encouraged through religious leaders' involvement. They are using scripture and faith teachings to encourage hand washing and clean, safe water usage.
Pia tumewaonesha umuhimu kwa sababu tulikuwa na vitabu ya kufundisha kuonesha hatari ya kutozingatia usafi, kutumia mikono michafu, kutumia maji machafu. Tulioneshwa pia, tulifundishwa, tukaoneshwa jinsi mambo vitu ambayo inasababisha kuhara. Mambo ambayo tunafanya kila siku, maji unaenda tu unapata kwa mto, unakunywa, mwingine ameachafua pale juu, shida inatokea hapo. Na ni kitu ambayo tunafanya. So ni rahisi kueleza tu watu kwamba hii ambayo tunafanyanga ndio inasababisha hii shida ambayo inakuwa ndani. So ilikuwa na impact.
We wash our hands as a rule. That is something even Prophet Muhammad kept telling people. And every Muslim, we just go somewhere and watch them. They won't touch food before they wash their hands. So we teach this so naturally, and when it is written in books of hygiene, we are just very happy to implement it.
Na pia watoto hapo awali walikuwa na harisha, kwa maana hata wakati ya kula hawakuwa kinawa mikono. Walikuwa tunakuja wanachukua chakula wanakula. Mimi sikuwa najua umuhimu. Naambia tu shikeni chakula, watoto wanakula. Lakini kutangu niende kusoma nikajua umuhimu ya kunawa mikono. Watoto hawahari. Walikuwa nasumbua kila wiki huko hospitali kupeleka mtoto mmoja anaharisha. Lakini sasa nashukuru kwa sababu watoto wangu ni wasafi. Wanajua hata wakitoka msalani wananawa mkono. Wakija kula wananawa mkono. Wakimaliza wananawa.
Malnutrition is a major cause of high infant mortality. The hostile, arid regions and harsh climatic conditions make it very difficult for the pastoralists to grow fresh food. Religious leaders have encouraged members who have access to water to create small kitchen gardens to plant vegetables for domestic consumption as a way of improving nutrition for the children and the entire community.
Watoto ungekuta tunapika tu chakula aina moja, kama ni viazi, watoto wanakula viazi na mchele. So unakuta watoto hawana afya, hawakui. Lakini kutangu tuingie katika hii somo ya tumejifunza aina 3 ya chakula. Sasa at least tunaweza kufanya hawa watoto wakule chakula ambayo inawafaidi, kuwe na vitamin, protein na carbohydrates. So watoto unaona wamekuwa na afya.
Many pastoralist communities prefer to have many children in order to increase the probability of their survival. Since there is no child spacing for 2 years, for example, children don't get the recommended 6-month exclusive breastfeeding they need.
I mean, culturally, a father would have a number of wives, and each wife would have a number of children, because it's almost guaranteed that a number would succumb to under 5 child illnesses. So to increase the rate of survivability, you would have maybe 10, maybe 4 or 5 would succumb, then 5 would survive. So that would tell you that it's already something that was institutionalized even at the community level. But where we are today is fairly better than how it was before. You can see the nursery enrollment has increased. You can see the transition rate from nursery to class 1 has increased tremendously. So that's already a proxy indicator that survivability rate has improved.
Faith communities have appropriate scriptures which support child spacing and consequently natural family planning.
For example, when we introduced this program, for example, family planning, we could not mention that word. The moment you mention family planning, the Muslim people walk away. But we told them, when they read that there is what we call family spacing, they started accepting. And they also read from the scripture that it encourages family spacing.
Faith leaders have been at the forefront in championing this practice by reinforcing the messaging shared by health promotion officers at Ministry of Health. Access to health facilities in the arid and semi-arid areas is still a big challenge to most communities. 52% of Kenyans live over 5 kilometers from the nearest health center or trained health worker. And for those living in the country's most remote areas, the distances are often far greater. Even where care is sought, facilities are often under-equipped and poorly staffed. As a result, many expectant women still give birth at home using traditional birth attendants, often leading to loss of life as a result of pregnancy-related complications. The partnership with Religions for Peace provides religious leaders with resources to help their churches, mosques, and temples and places of worship to encourage pregnant women to attend antenatal clinics and give birth at these health facilities. They also encourage men to be involved by supporting and accompanying the mothers to attend clinics. ANC visits and skilled deliveries greatly enhance the survival rates of children, since danger signs can be monitored and the qualified health personnel are on hand to handle any emergency.
Zamani Wasamburu wako wanaenda kliniki na walikuwa wanapoteza sana. Mara mtu anapata mimba, mtoto anakaa kama mwezi 4-5 inatoka, haendi kliniki. Hata mama akijifungua nyumbani hawezi enda kliniki. Hata hawezi pata lile shindano BCG, mtoto apeleke kabisa kliniki. Lakini siku hizi tumeona umuhimu kwa sababu wamama hata wamanyeta kabisa, wenye hata hawajasoma unakuta wako kliniki kabisa, ndio wako frontline akikuja kliniki. Hata siku hizi ile tumepata maternity hawajifungui nyumbani. Hata kama mama anaishi juu ya ile milima, akisikia tu ameanza kuumana anakuja mpaka kliniki, mpaka hospitali. Tumeona kabisa umuhimu kwa sababu hata vifo vya watoto zimepungua kabisa hapa kwetu.
Religious leaders have encouraged communities to engage in household hygiene and sanitation practices, leading to the protection of the environment. They have been trained on collecting garbage and other unwanted materials and incinerating them in trash pits. Use of pit latrines and proper waste disposal is also encouraged. It is the hope of IRCK that the project can be upscaled for greater impact as well as replicated in other counties to improve the overall national indicators.
Super.